They'll be calling you a radical. Now this is real important. Now hear me out. I'm glad I kept my PB shirt on today. I'm headed to the hospital right now to get my results. I just got off the phone with Rachel. Now her children are Japanese. She born and raised in Pacific Beach, San Diego, and Hawaii. She has all the data. Now this, like she just said, I can't believe the timing of all this. I'm like, yeah, there's no, I mean, it's amazing how we've run off the intuitive light from PB. So this is important. I do this at the university. This is who built the reactors of Fukushima, Japan. I mean, I cannot overemphasize that I did this in the belly of the beast. So right now, before I get going on this, the data's been released. So, and she's got 10 times more than they have, and we're going to do it together. It's never been seen before. She has it. She's waiting for me to get down there. I'm going to the hospital to get my results. So as soon as I get the results, I'm going to book a ticket, you know, for this week. I hopefully get down there Wednesday, Thursday. I got to get to the graves and decorate my nuked to death father's grave. It was nuked to death to San Onofre right there at the Winter White House. Bobby Kennedy, and I'll get into that right now. I'm going to talk about that. But so I'm friends with the IT guys here. Firewall's got attacked again. He says they're going at your IP. They're going at you like you never seen. I'm friends with him. So listen to me. This is real important stuff. Historic, beyond historic. So this data just got released. It came out, the University of Manchester in the UK and the Tokyo University. Now stay with me, this is real important. They're saying now just what I said in the early days. Now this is the science building, Tracy Hall Science. Tracy Hall's brother was my 8th grade history teacher at Walquist Junior High. GE scientists invented the synthetic dye. All roads lead right here. And PB. And so, all roads lead to Vienna, all roads lead to this university, Kevin Blanch. So, hear me, this is real important. So the study gets released. Now I said it how many thousands and millions of times. They will release this exact data that Kevin Blanch is leaking into the internet all over right now, 5, 6, 7 years after the frogs have been boiled nicely. Now remember, somebody leaked this information to me from this very same university. And this is important. Woods Holes, Ken Bucket Fuck Buesler's name is on this study that I leaked into the internet. They got all of before. So this is important. In the early days, in June of 2011, there was a study going on that they hid. There were academians from the United States, including the University of Arizona, which I've tried to pin her down in Tucson. Oh, they hide now. So it got leaked to me, the KLK study. Inside the study, it got leaked to me, and I put it online. I read it just like I did the Sanjay Gupta Situation Room from the Dog and Pony Show on CNN. All this I leaked. The Hillary emails, all of it, I leaked into the internet because it was all leaked to me because I was the only one reporting. I used to get hundreds of emails in front of Japan. I'm the guy that announced to the world the head of the Fukushima 50 was dying. Because his mother, because I'm the only one. Rachel will verify this. Kathy Iwan can verify all this. They were, you know, their children are born and raised in Japan. They're Southern Cal, San Diego girls. They were in Japan. They were trapped in there. She was doing sample sets all over. So the original study that got leaked was out in the water. 3 sample sets were leaked. Were taken. 3. 40 kilometers off the coast of Fukushima. 200 meters down. I will post it. It says point blank, the first, and Ken Buesler's name is on this from Wood Holes. Now listen to me, this ties in. This is real important, really important work. The first sample set was 3 times the background levels. Second sample set, 50 times. Third set, 1,000 times. I leaked it into the domain long before even their conclusion was written, as I did the greatest PhD in human history. The Great Pacific Genocide, Kevin Blanch, full of leukemia. 1,000 times their conclusion. It has already made it all the way into the freaking Japanese current, the California current, and has been released into the ocean and into the jet stream. That study was done in June of 20. It never got leaked till 2012. That's when they threw down the State Secrets Act. I would get hundreds of emails a day until 12/12. I listened to the trial that was going on over there. That's when Obama went over there and they played the game. Now Trump and Abe are playing the same freaking game. It's all the cover-up of Fukushima. It's the biggest story in history. So, now listen. People were sending Ken Bucket Fuck Buesler because Wood Holes was out there grandson. We're going to do all the studies. We're going to do the same. Remember? I mean, I talked to people. Yeah, we were going to send him money. So now Wood Holes, what did they do with the money? They've discovered 17, well, some ungodly amount of gold in a wrecked ship. That's what Wood Holes is doing with your money and Ken Bucket Fuck Buesler and their freaking scam. That's what they did with your money. How many? You read the article. They discovered the biggest treasure at Woodhole. What? I thought they were freaking scientific. Well, there you have it. Says it all, don't it? I mean, the Spanish conquistadors in PB. The statue at Old Town's my great-great-grandfather. That's him. Abraham Hunsaker I. That's him. You know, at the old Pacific capital, the guy who found the gold suitors, they were communists. They did not believe in inherited wealth. My grandfather's Abe IV. I mean, you can't make this story up. All roads lead to PB. I'm telling you. So, yeah, it's an amazing story. This is an incredible story. So she's been going through it. She says miraculously her videos that have been disappeared for years on, she's found them. They've never been released. She would go all over Japan, and she would soil samples, took them to labs. She has videos. She has all of it. She's going to sit down with me, and we're going to put it into the domain. Now, we're going to do this. So, I need a ticket to San Diego. I think I have a little place to stay. It's going to cost me, I want to stay for 2 weeks, so that'll probably cost me about $1,000 to stay there. Give me a deal. That's the deal in the new Disneyland San Diego, but I can handle this and I can do it. You know, appreciate everybody's support of this historic work. This is really, you read this data. This is being released now at the University of Manchester. Oh, now we're retesting, not just for cesium, the cheap, easy way. You know, it's plutonium. I call it plutonium. We don't even know what it is, but it's killed the sea. And the collapse of the Pacific salmon that's going on in the copper right now, and all of it is the smoking gun, because of course, dead tide pools. Think about the work I've done. Wow, beyond a story. So, she's from PB, born and raised there. Her children were born in Japan. Her husband's Japanese. They fled. They're back in PB. And this is important. That's how we got San Onofre. Now, this is real important. I want to talk about this. Really, really important. How we got San Onofre shut down. Bobby Kennedy's assassination will be 50 years. On D-Day. On D-Day. That's the same day. It'll be 5 years, the announcement of the shutdown of San Onofre. Now, I'm full of leukemia. I've got the whole field. I'm leaking all this stuff from inside San Onofre. They're cheating, not just on the scram. They had a meltdown on January 30th, 2012. That's the day I was going in and out of a coma in the bone marrow transplant center. Stuff got leaked to me. I'm the one that put it out. San Diego media, Rachel has connections with Channel 8. I have connections with Fox News, believe it or not, Channel 8, Channel 10. I have connections all over down there on the local media, believe it or not. That's how we got it shut down. We got it in. Now remember, I'm the guy that organized that freaking big hearing. Joni Ray and I snuck into San Onofre. We exposed the videos on the cheating on the union workers. You know, I mean, all this historic, that was the first trip out of the bone marrow transplant center. You know, my doctors let me go. It was that important. I was fucking deathly ill still. Central line in my job, I was so fucking sick, you don't even want to fucking talk about it. I don't know how I did it. But we packed the place. They wouldn't even, I was due to speak. They wouldn't let me speak. You know, blah, 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 blah. We overwhelmed that room. We had 1,200 fucking people there. People taking pictures with me, fucking media. I mean, but what happened? We did interviews all over, 8, 10, 12. But what happened? That's when the cop killer got caught up in Big Bear the same day, and it flooded the news cycle. So we never did get it up. So, but that's what changed the world. Because I kept saying, we're well organized. We have all the goods, which we did. PV, all PG&E, send off all of them. You're all going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. And they knew that I had the goods. I had them. They knew that I had the field because of the leukemia in the bone marrow transplant. They knew my ties to San. They all know me. I've been fighting for years. I'm like, we're going to hit the beach on D-Day. We're going to hit the beach on D-Day. You can play back the tape, Your Honor. Thousands of fucking times I said it. Hundreds of videos. The morning of D-Day gets leaked to me by somebody inside PG&E long before the world even knew. And I stood right here. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. It's very much, that's the exact same day, the day before, that Fimbo Peters inside the bone marrow, they ran, he says, we see a little flicker of hope, Kevin. That's the same day that he really thought that maybe I had a chance to live. Same fucking day. 50 years Bobby Kennedy death. 5 years San Onofre fucking shut down. Now remember when Bobby Kennedy, who became president? Nixon. Where was the Winter White House? Where's Nixon from? San Clemente? San Onofre. Right where the reactor's built. I can get into why it was built, how. My father, the Special Forces Marine there. That's why it's there. They're not there to make energy. They're there to make nuclear waste and white phosphorus and fucking bomb and kill and fucking, that's what it's for. As San Onofre goes, the world will go. I've always known that. Skinny San Onofre fucking said, as I said that day, on 2/12/23. This is the most historic. I did interview after interview. I was so sick. I told everybody, no. I said, no, they will never reopen. Everybody, the hardcore of the activists, the whole world, on me, you're full of shit. How do you know? I says, the intuitive mind just told me to. At Pacific Beach. I know my intuitive mind at Pacific. I caught a green flash at the green flash. I know the intuitive mind at Pacific Beach, just like the I know. And they're like, you're crazy. There's no way. I said, you want to bet me? I told Gene Stone. I told Ace Hoffman. I told Donnie Young. I told Darby Gilmore. I told them all. They're done. They're done. They'll never reopen. How do you know? My intuitive spirit just told me. We're going to hit the beach on D-Day. We're going to hit the beach on D-Day. You think that's a coincidence? They announced we're closing on D-Day. And you're going to see this historic footage. This will be historic. So I'll be down there. I'm hoping to get there Wednesday. I'll stay for at least a couple weeks. I want to do an event at San Onofre on the 5th anniversary of the shutdown, which will be the 50th year Bobby Kennedy was murdered. I shook his hand on this fucking campus when I was an 8-year-old boy. That's the year my father started having the fucking seizures. That's the whole tornado ripped through our house. That's the year the world flipped on its fucking head. You know, it's such an historic day. My uncle on D-Day on Omaha Beach. I mean, what a historic fucking day. And it's going to be historic again with Rachel and I putting up this viaduct. So I'll get down there Wednesday, I hope. I'm going to find a plane ticket right now. You know, I appreciate it. I need money. Everybody supported this historic work. When I was talking to her on the phone, the bell started ringing at 11. Ding, ding. I tried to start the video at 11:11, but we got knocked off our rails in 11:14 by the trolls and the rats, right? We're back. Get it to 12. I mean, when I was in the bone marrow set, my favorite number now is 12. That's the year I survived cancer. 12.